Hello everyone, this is Ascending High Priestess. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for those of you who have been with me for a little while, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a minute. I've posted a few videos, always a ways to spend time with family and friends and just kind of like, decompress. And I hope you guys are doing well and doing the same and taking good care of yourselves. So I thought I would do a reading. I had gotten a download about a karmic that is trying desperately to get a hold of their life. And the theme came like a circus theme kind of was playing in the background. So whatever is happening is very chaotic, very comical to some. But the mental state of this person is all over the board. So I thought we would start with that. For those of you who resonate with this story, please tune in. Just remember, for those of you who are new, I would appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe button. That's the way that you stay connected to this channel, and that way you find out when I post. And I would love it if you become part of a gang. So right now we have the moon, okay? Lots of secrets. This person is keeping lots of secrets, lots of things that they don't want out there to be told, and justice. So for a lot of you, you are going to be getting justice from this. I feel like this is like all kind of like in a weird corner, but let's see if I could just turn it. Okay. So for a lot of you, I feel like you are very, very connected to the divine, very, very protected, okay? Very protected. For those of you, purple is seen as the royal color. So for a lot of you, you may have some sort of royal blood, okay? Royal in, the heavens. For a lot of you, you may be crowned, okay? So you may have spiritual gifts yourself. And for a lot of you, you've been seeking justice. You're tired of kind of like sitting back, waiting for... You're waiting here from shit to unload. For a lot of you, you had to learn how to pick up this sword to defend yourself. And you were, you had to learn how to defend yourself this time around, okay? So let's see. Let's put this over here. For those of you who are into Reiki, I will be posting some of the Reiki videos soon. So just look out for that. There are a couple on my channel that you could actually watch at any time. Just remember the videos, whether it's tarot, or the Reiki, those are timeless. So you can watch them anytime. So if you, so if you resonate with anything, just remember that, it was meant to be. Doesn't necessarily, if you find a video that is from like 6 months ago that you resonate with more than this one, it was meant to be that way, okay? So right now, these two kind of popped out. 4 of Wands. Okay, so 4 of Wands, this person, there's a lot of things that they are trying to desperately hold on to, okay, that they can't. A lot of this is related to family, friends, a lifestyle, okay, that they no longer could have. Four of Swords, we know that the Three of Swords is, you know, when you're going through a painful breakup, heartbreak. But the Four of Swords, you're lying on this, okay? That you have been through the shit, okay? And this is why justice is coming in. For a lot of you, there may be secrets that still need to be told, okay? That you need to find out. There is something that perhaps that is still being kind of worked on in the ethers, okay? So you're going to be moving forward. So for a lot of you, this energy is very temporary, okay? Although it probably feels like you've been going through this. I feel like for a lot of readers, this energy keeps popping up because, remember, we're all in different timelines. So, you know, some people are still starting to kind of go through this. Some people are actually finishing this cycle. Other people, you know, are still sort of trying to put the pieces together, okay? For a lot of you, you're moving forward or you're being moved away from this energy, okay? Yep. Because there's, you know, you are as light, I hear, as light as a feather. So for a lot of you, you may resonate with Egyptian goddesses or gods, okay? I forget which god. I believe it's Sekhmet is the one that measures your heart with a feather, okay? And for a lot of you, you know, you have this very sunny disposition, very ethereal, very, for a lot of you, you may even look like, you know, I'm hearing a 60s child or very fairy-like. There's something very, very light and childlike about you that is pure sunshine, okay? And your ancestors and spirit has seen that, you know, even though you've been through so much, you have retained that aspect of yourself. And you have become a fighter. You have become someone who, you know, can, you know, right out say, you know, I have become a king regardless of gender, okay? I have become a king in my own right. And, you know, the ding just basically approved that message that you have become someone that has learned how to fight for yourself in this battle, okay? What else? Oop. So I am not allowed to pick up. Guys, make sure that you know, it stays within the board. Three of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, this actually had a lot to do with your finances, okay? Financial struggles were a main theme for you probably in the past. One more, please, and thank you. Justice came out again. So definitely for, you know, a lot of you or all of you, you are going to be getting justice. The thing is that you know, obviously, again, because we're all going through different things, and I include myself in that because I am part of the collective, it's going to come in, I heard it, in different ways, in a way that you may not expect, okay? So if you have sort of thought about how justice should come in for you, it may come in a completely different way, but it's still going to be justice, and it's still something that the universe has planned all along, okay? Because at the end of the day, nothing happens without the approval of, you know, the person, you know, God, you know, Vishnu, Allah, whoever you aspire to. Ace of Cups, okay? So this is going to propel you forward. This is a gift from the universe to you. One more, please. I really don't need one more, but I do. I want clarification. One more. Thank you. Yep, because this has something to do with the lovers. Okay, the lovers in many aspects. Okay, and this person definitely wants to give you an offering. Okay, this person's coming forward as a knight. The lovers in many aspects is a choice. So you may have a choice. You may have a choice on whether or not to move alone, whether or not you want to move with this person from your past or a new person. Okay, so everyone, you know, here is an adult. We all have free will, and you may have to, you know, it may be a very tough decision on what you need to do for yourself. Okay, one more, please, and thank you. King of Cups. So this person may be working on themselves. Right now, they're at their Knight of Cups vibe, okay? But this person definitely is putting in some sort of effort into changing their ways and becoming the King of Cups for you. Now, the Karmic is losing her shit because this person is, you know, transforming. And it's becoming more loving and more attentive to you. Yeah, and they're going to be bringing in stability. But for a lot of you, you've already seen this. Okay, you've already seen this. This person wants to join finances and work on the financial stuff together. And they're looking forward. They're looking forward to being calm, to calmer waters, to being in a space where they could nurture and things will be more fruitful. Because they want to offer you the world. They think that you are their world. Okay, let's see what other messages pop up regarding this situation. I just saw healthy choices. So you or this person right now are working on your boundaries and your healthy choices. You know, this may be, again, something that takes time, okay, to sort of figure out. This may be the beginning or the ending of a cycle for you. And you are definitely progressing into a different state of being, okay? And this is definitely an empath and narcissist type of relationship that you may have had, okay? You were definitely heartbroken. You know, this person did put you through the mill. And right now, I think Spirit just wants you to kind of focus on yourself so that way you are better, you know, you're better suited to make the appropriate decisions for yourself. This person may have felt like they were seduced, or maybe you feel like this person was seduced by someone that was extremely clever, okay? Definitely a snake. It caused a separation. And it made you feel at times like you were not enough. So, you know, this breakup definitely caused you to feel a certain way, you know, especially if someone was playing with your heart. You know, it may have arisen insecurities. But you're ready to sort of, you know, have faith that love will conquer all, or you will find love in someone new. And, you know, for a lot of you, this is a mute point because this cycle is over, okay? This cycle is over. And for a lot of you, I feel like you will move on with a new person. Or if this person does enough, if your person does enough work in themselves, you may, and this is for some of you, not all of you, you may go back with your ex, okay? Or you just may choose to be by yourself and just put some attention and love on yourself. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So this is a cycle that's, for some of you, ending. Karmic, hello, she had to make her presence known. We all know that, you know, this cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs person has done a lot of spell work, okay? But you were aware that this person may have, you know, played with the time game, tried to seduce your person, try to keep them bound. But, you know, because you're so protected and you're so cherished by your ancestors in spirit, you're going to see this justice play out right before you, okay? Play out right before you. So everything they did to you, it's going to be very public. So that, you know, the tables have turned. For a lot of you, there is a spirit baby in the ethers. So you may have been maybe at one point thinking of having children with your partner, okay, with your divine masculine or feminine, and things didn't work out, or maybe you have lost a child, and for, you know, I'm very sorry about that, but this baby is still kind of like, their little spirit is still looking out for you, and it's still kind of like, you know, peeking in, seeing, you know, can I come through? Can this, you know, be my chance to be born? Thank you. So for, you know, a lot of you, you feel that this person took advantage, you know, financially, or this karmic may have robbed them financially. There's definitely a lot of money loss, which is probably why this karmic is losing her shit. But you are the high priestess, baby girl, or baby boy. You are the high priestess, okay? With the high priestess, you know, you have strong gifts. You have a connection to spirit, to spiritual realm, and you connect very, very much with your ancestors, okay? So they're offering guidance at this point. So, you know, reach out to your people. Reach out to them for guidance and love. You feel like, you know, this is a weird karmic cycle that just does not end. It just keeps going in a weird loop. And again, separation came out, okay? Separation. So for the, you know, this person, this karmic tried a lot. They done a lot. They did a lot to separate the two of you. You know, and I'm not saying that your person, I'm not taking sides that your person was a bad person or a good person or in between, but definitely there was a lot of spiritual manipulation to sway this person away from you, okay? Everybody has free will, but I'm saying that after that free will, this person was definitely bound to this karmic. And, you know, for whatever reason, whether, you know, this person had insecurities, spiritually, they were just not in the place that they should have been. They were an easy target. And by default, so were you, okay? And it played a role in keeping this person stuck, all right? They have been, you know, a vagabond kind of energy, all right? Maybe your divine person or this karmic was, you know, they just don't stay in one place for very long. And, you know, this person may be sending monitoring spirits. But again, for the third time, justice is coming out. Okay? You may feel like there may be something that may seem like a sneak attack. Okay? So stay vigilant and prepare for unseen challenges that may arise. So protect your spirit and seek wisdom in quiet contemplation. So for those of you who pray, meditate, you know, seek contemplation, ask your ancestors to help you out. Be sober-minded and watchful. Okay? Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking to devour people. Okay? This person still loves you. Very, very much. Okay? And there was a lot, like I said earlier, a lot of hexes and curses and spells that this person did. But you are a spiritual warrior. Okay? So keep praying, keep praying, keep praying. Okay? And this is a divine union. This is definitely a divine union. Okay? And a divine union, they go through a lot. They go through a lot. And because they are a divine union and it's, you know, blessed by, you know, by God, they go through a lot of trials and tribulations, okay? Be careful in the full moon. Let's see one more. So for a lot of you, this karmic may work with the full moon. So just, you know, this person may drink a lot. They may have a lot of, or substance abuse issues. There may be a lot of issues going on there. But you are so connected with your ex, your divine, that it's, you know, very hard for you to kind of break that connection. So even if you guys were apart for, you know, a couple of months, a couple of years, you're still very connected. Even if you're not even in the same damn place, you're still very, very connected. For a lot of you, you are an earth angel, okay? You are an earth angel. Thank you. Or even an ascended master, or you are an ascended master in training, okay? Let's see. What advice do you have for the collective at this time, please and thank you? What advice do you have for the collective, please and thank you? Thank you. Reflection, okay? Reflection. So let's see. You're being asked to reflect on your recent choices. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection is the mirror to your soul's growth. Use it to deepen your understanding and intuition, okay? So reflect. The other message is speak your truth. There's a siren, St. Michael. You've stayed silent long enough. Speak up, stand your ground, and state your perspectives. You will rise to a higher vibration when you let your voice be heard. So speak your truth, okay? And let's see, what other advice do you have for the collective? Please and thank you. Thank you. New beginning. So again, for a lot of you, you will have a new beginning. And again, a new beginning could be you taking on life's journey by yourself. Another new beginning for other people will be, you know, going back with your ex and working things out and starting fresh. Another new beginning will be with a new person and starting out a new love cycle with this new person. Thank you. And for a lot of you, feel like, you know, it's been a freaking waiting game. You know, it's like, when is this going to happen? I've been waiting for a long time. When is this cycle going to be over? You know, a lot of questions there. But again, divine timing. For a lot of you, you're going to be, you know, building new foundations. You know, for a lot of you, you're going to be getting a house, you know, getting that family that you always wanted, that promise. This is a promise from the heavens, okay? The promise from the heavens. This was promised to you for going, you know, signing up for this gig and going through all of this. And you are, you know, just stand in your power. You are very, very powerful. Remember, you are a spiritual warrior. For some of you, you may need to protect your crown chakra. There may be some obstacles and challenges that you need to face, okay? But that's, you know, just part of being human. One more, please, and thank you. Thank you. And for a lot of you, you know, you're going to be getting a lot of things that you manifested. So for those of you who, you know, who manifested love or stability, a new job, a new place to live, things are going to be working out for you, okay? It's just a matter of time of seeing a lot of this happen because you have maintained, okay, your connection to spirit and you are spiritually strong. So I hope this message resonated with you. Please hit share and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care.